It's official. Chebby Co got into a market. We were on the banner and the flyer, and we were able to set up a booth as our first official outing. I'm just gonna share what happened with you all. I was scouring for different markets that would let us vend, and I found one that approved us the week before the event. I'll show you the previous two kind of pop-ups that I did. It was very informal. So this was our first official vend, and I wanted to see how I can improve. I think the last few times definitely showed me that I wanted to work on my display, and I wanted to work on having more products available. So what that meant was, it was hustle time. For the products I would bring, I continued making the journals, and I learned how to make the notepads. So I've been making a lot of them, and with a few different designs. I came up with 4 designs, and then I wanted to do a special design for the event specifically. It was a sheep shearing day, so it was held on a farm. It was very quaint. There were sheeps that needed to be sheared, so they let people on, and there's like, I don't know, 20 other vendors there, and we were one of them. So the design that I had was a little sheep and some strawberries. It's very spring, and I made little stickers of them as well, and I put that design into a notepad version too. I was going pretty intensely. I was in hardcore mode, just making a bunch of journals every day and notepads, and I also made the designs for them within that week. So I was very excited to be a part of this, and I wanted to bring my best to it. But then at the end of the week, I was wondering if I overdid the amount of stuff I had. I wasn't really sure how it would go, and I was kind of doubting if I would even get a customer. Maybe 1 or 2 people might stop by and like what I do, but since I haven't really vended to the public yet, this would be the first official time. And you know, my friends showed up for the last one and were the majority of the people who bought. Yeah, it was like a real test to see if the idea that I had was even something that people would respond to. So the day of, I was getting very nervous. There was a lot of planning that went into this alongside the journal making and the notepad making. I had to get a large table, like a 6-foot table, because I had a 10-foot space. And then I had to get a pop-up tent as well for the shade. And I also needed to get different displays and things like that for the table and for the products. So yeah, I felt like, I don't know, kind of reality striking. Did I really want to put so much investment into this idea that I had, this dream that I want to pursue? It was kind of a, I guess, a turning point to see if I would do it or not. So the day of, I think it just kind of all hit me. Like, I had made so many notebooks and notepads and stickers and mini stickers, and I worked so hard in getting this set up, but I did not know if anybody would even want to purchase anything from me. This was my first time vending at an official marketplace in front of all these strangers, not knowing who would even pass by or if anyone would even stop to look at what I was offering. So there was a lot of self-doubt that hit me. I didn't know if I completely overdid it, everything that I brought, if I should kind of slow down, not make as much. Yeah, I was worried it wouldn't go over well. But also from the research that I've been doing, there were people that suggested being able to actually do your craft in front of people. And last time I was so bored, like sitting and no one really passing by until a few hours in. So I thought it would be a good idea to just bring some of the materials to make the journals and notepads and to cut out the stickers. so that as I was waiting for people to walk by, or however the market went, at least I would be using the time to make my crafts, and hopefully that would draw people. I was so proud of this setup. I thought it looked so nice and just cohesive. I think it brought a lot of color and a lot of that fun energy that I really feel about Chebby Co. So 3 things happened that I really wasn't expecting. The first was contending with the wind. I think last time it was very windy, but my display kind of held up to that wind. This day it was super strong. I don't know, I wasn't expecting that, because even the journals that were in their little case, they were falling down. Some stickers were flying away the whole time, and yeah, it was just a lot of wind. I ran after stickers like, I don't know, 5 or 6 times that were floating away. And then we tried to adjust things to make it better, and hopefully the angle helped with the wind, but the pages were kind of flapping around. It also led me to think about product packaging for next time. The second unexpected thing was that we had these little paperweights around on the table, and we were using them to kind of hold things down. They were like little wobbly toys. But there were kids at the event, and they would walk up to the table and start playing with them or picking things up and asking if the toys were for sale. So yeah, I didn't expect that to be a part of the concern, like when kids approach and they just want to grab everything at your table. That was new for me. The last unexpected thing that happened was that I actually sold out of some of my designs. So it was a good idea that I brought everything I needed in order to make more journals, stickers, and notepads on the go. I was working on it and making it as people were coming up and asking for those certain designs. It was really exciting though. I guess the whole event just surprised me because I wasn't sure how people would respond, but it ended up being a very great day. A lot of people were stopping by and saying that they enjoyed this design or that one, and they were picking up a few things. So I have this page showing all of the sales that I made and at what time. I sold 18 journals, 10 notepads, a bunch of stickers, and I made $147.50. Besides the fact that I really love that people were leaving with my illustration and my work, I think I really undersold myself in this event. Pricing has been a little hard. There was a family that came, which was really nice. They wanted quite a few things. So they ended up leaving with 4 journals and 3 notepads. The total for all of that was $29. And to see all of that go for $29 kind of hurt because of how long I spent sewing each one and binding together the notepad. That was hours and hours of work. So I've come to realize that I should probably be charging more, since it does take a bit longer for me to do it, like paying myself for the labor I'm doing. And the other thing was I had these mini stickers that were actually a big hit. A lot of people were buying them, but they were 25 cents each. And the reason that I did that was because there's not really many things you can get right now for 25 cents. So I thought it'd be cool to have like a little 25-cent item at my booth. I noticed that it wasn't really like they just wanted one for 25 cents. They wanted 4 because that was $1's worth. Because I noticed they were searching through, they found maybe 1 or 2 that they really liked, but then they saw that it was 25 cents, so they would sort through more and they would try to find 4 that they liked for $1's worth. So I don't think it was necessary to sell it for 25 cents. I think more people were motivated to get more in order to make that dollar amount. And I guess there's probably some type of buying psychology that goes into that, but I think I will be raising the prices on that. And I think it's fair because because now they get to keep the little mini stickers and they're really durable, so it'll last for a very long time. So I'm thinking of making them a bit more in upcoming events, like 50 or 75 cents. Okay, my dog's snoring now, so I guess that's my cue to go. I'll see you in the next one.